Today we're going to do a what's in my white coat. It's like a what's in my bag, but the med student version, I guess. I'm Emily and this is Med Monologues. I want to start by saying that I'm a third year now, so that means I'm in my clinical rotations. I can make a separate video about what third year looks like. But I'm using my white coat a lot more than I did in my first 2 years. In my first 2 years, I'd use it, every once in a while. So making sure that my white coat was adequately supplied mattered less than it does in my third year. So this video is more for your clinical rotations in your third and fourth year. I know that it looks kind of crumpled right now and I need to wash it and iron it, but I'm on break right now, so those are things I'll do this weekend before my rotation starts Monday. So first thing I want to show you is my collapsible clipboard. I did not know this was a thing until my third rotation, so you can find this by searching on Amazon collapsible clipboard. It's what it sounds like. It's a clipboard, you can collapse it. The purpose of that is that it can fit in the size of my white coat. I'm guessing most white coats. When you're on rotations, you're not always around or nearby like a hard surface you can write on. So having one that you can bring with you wherever is very handy, and you accumulate papers, so definitely recommend. I actually don't recommend this one. I will link whichever one I bought, but it's just like, maybe it's not coming across right now, but it's a little wonky. Okay, it's not like that right now, but it doesn't align properly. I don't know if you can, nope, I look like I don't know what I'm talking about, but it doesn't lay flat is what I'm trying to say. So I would buy a different one. Next, we've got my stethoscope. You see a lot of people wearing it around their necks. It seems light and it seems like it wouldn't cause neck and back issues, but I found myself having neck and back issues from keeping it around my neck all day, especially with like the weight of my coat and everything I keep in it. So I keep it in my pocket. You can keep it around your neck. Some people also have like holders I've seen. I don't know what they're called other than stethoscope holder probably, but you can keep it like on your waist or something. As far as other instruments go, like otoscopes, ophthalmoscopes, reflex hammer, things like this ruler here, it depends on the rotation you're on. Some locations will and won't have those in the room, some will be doing those more than others, so you'll need them for some of them, but not for all of them. So yeah. Next, your badge. Just have one on you at all times. The swipe access can be important in a lot of places. Obviously, you don't want to get locked out of rooms that you should have access to. I would also recommend one of these reels. If you have a lanyard, you can't, reach a door necessarily with it without taking it off. So having it on a reel like this just makes it easier to swipe in and out of places easily. What's next? Oh, snack. Always have a snack. This is a weird looking bag of cashews. Sorry for all the extra noise. My go-to snack would be usually a granola bar. Always have a snack. Something else, these are in no particular order if you haven't figured that out yet. Pens, lots of pens. It's surprising how easy it is to lose pens. And I guess my other recommendation is make sure you don't care too much about them, because things happen. The next thing you'll need is on you at all times is something to take notes on. So my first rotation, I think I always just took notes in like a notebook. I don't have an example, just something small enough that would like fit in your pocket. But I learned that I preferred to have some sort of template, especially on like in my internal medicine rotation and general surgery. These came in handy. So this is my internal medicine rounding note template that I made just from examples other people had given to me. It's not something I had perfect on day one. It's something I kind of added to, modified over time. There are lots of versions like this out there. You just kind of have to figure out what works for you. So those are my notes. Next thing in here, oh, just like a hair tie. Granted, it's usually not in my white coat, it's on my wrist, but just have a hair tie. You never know when you need to put it up if it's not up already. Next thing, just have your phone on you. I can't hold it up because I'm using it to film, but always have your phone charged on you. If you don't have your white coat on you, still make sure your phone is on you. You have some random snippets of time sometimes between things, and it's a good time to study maybe some Anki cards during that time. I also want to say you should always be sure to ask your preceptor if they're okay with you using your phone to study. You shouldn't be on social media or texting or things like that, but sometimes, you know, you should make use of those snippets of time that you can study. Along the lines of having your phone on you, make sure that you have Apple Pay set up. There are times I found myself in the cafeteria with a resident or something without money on me, so having Apple Pay was handy. You can also just have money on you, cash or something, but I'd recommend Apple Pay, it's easy. Another thing to have on your phone during those downtimes when you could be studying are things like Amboss or UpToDate. UpToDate is I call it Wikipedia for doctors. I call it Amboss that too, to be fair. These are just reference tools that you can use to look up disease processes. UpToDate can be expensive if you're buying it on your own, but a lot of institutions will allow you to use it if you're on their network. So be sure to check that out before you buy it. Something kind of adjacent to what's in my white coat is what's in my car. In my car, I've learned I need to keep my scrub shoes even if I don't think that I will be in surgery that day, because you never know. So I wear Danskos. You might have heard of Danskos. They're the ones that look like clogs. They are durable, waterproof, great. They're not like the comfiest. I've seen a lot of people recently wearing clove shoes. I can't vouch for them. I don't own any. I have Danskos and I've had them for years and they've lasted. But just make sure you have a pair of shoes that you can wear if you need to go to surgery unexpectedly. I almost forgot these things. They are, I don't know what you call them. They're glasses, but they're goggles. I don't need, well, tomorrow I'm actually getting my first pair of prescription glasses. I was about to say I don't need glasses, but for people who don't need prescription glasses, these are on Amazon. They have these, you know, the shields on the side, and I just found them to be a little more comfortable than these ones. They're in, I know these are in the bag, but I've worn ones just like this before, and they like give me a headache. I just think I have a bigger head. But these ones are a little more comfortable and a little more stylish. I put them on. If the institution where you're rotating has a rule about the type of goggles you should wear, and you need to wear these, don't listen to this. Wear what they tell you to wear. A couple other things that I keep in my coat: a Sharpie. I can't say I've used this that much yet, but if you're doing a dressing change and need to write the date on something, or you're labeling something, this can be handy, but again, haven't used it that much yet. The other thing is this pair of scissors. I got them as a gift from somebody. They're very heavy duty, and I haven't had my emergency medicine rotation yet, so maybe I'll use them in there. But they're a nice pair of scissors, and I hope to get to use them because they were gifted to me by somebody. But yeah, haven't used them yet. That's kind of everything I keep in my white coat. If you have questions about any of these things, please let me know. If you want productivity tips, if you're starting to study for boards, or you want to know how I study for boards, or anything else, just let me know. I gotta go wash and iron my white coat now. Bye!